I stared into the abyss, and I said it was over 2,000 years.
2,000 years ago. 2,000 years ago. Welcome back to Tales of the Abyss.
What?
Anyways, in the last video, we finished up one of the... Well, it was an optional Sephiroth, technically, to get an upgrade from you.
Yep.
Well, an optional part of the Sephiroth to get an upgrade from you, anyway. And
2,000 years ago. Yeah, 2,000 years ago I kicked your ass. I'm about to do it again.
Suddenly Carl jumped into this commentary.
I'm sorry. I like that quote for some reason. I like that.
I know, I don't blame you. It is literally the best quote of that entire movie.
It also you might want to stop by the save point first.
Probably.
They're like, no, I'm a man. I can do it myself.
Well, at this point, I don't think I'm that weak in terms of needing to heal.
So, I'm a man.
And I'm just kind of rushing through this because it's a Sephiroth, and we all know how this goes.
I'm a man.
I mean, yeah. Oh, hey, Johnny Young Bosch suddenly became the White Ranger.
White Ranger, Ranger power.
Screw Tommy, we've got Adam. Hey, it's called White Tiger Strike. I can't help it.
I know. It's too bad they only have. It's too bad he's the Orange Ranger.
Too easy.
Wait, the White Ranger was the Orange Ranger? Oh, right.
Yeah, guy's the Orange Ranger.
Oh, right. That's something that that I'm going to try and show
You're
off
not going
later in
to.
this LP, but it's really hard to do.
You're not going to require a second playthrough.
Yeah.
So you may as well just say.
That's why I said I would like to show it off, but it's really hard
So
to
you
do.
may as well explain it.
In a second playthrough or higher, you can get a set of titles called Abyssman, which turns everyone on your team into Super Sentai characters.
It's clearly
and they look really awkward.
It's clearly a Super Sentai. It's clearly a Super Sentai reference because Ash gets one too.
Well, they all. It's very painfully obvious. Even the description for the costumes make fun of the fact that it's a Sentai type of thing.
I like Guy's one. Abyss Orange. Orange? Couldn't they pick another color?
I believe that's reference to the fact that in every Sentai that has an Orange Ranger, Japan hates them because the Orange Ranger sucks.
I think there's only like 3 Orange Rangers throughout the entire Super Sentai series.
Yeah. And of course, Guy's the one that gets it because Guy's the butt monkey of the game.
Funny enough, if you equip the Abyss Silver costume on Ash, he will stay in that costume throughout the entire game if he leaves the party.
Yeah,
making every single cutscene forward looking ridiculously funny and awkward at the same time.
Especially when you get the cutscenes where he's actually physically in there, but he's not wearing the costume because the cutscene wasn't designed with the costume in mind.
Oh no, he's still wearing the costume during the cutscene.
No, like the anime. Oh
cutscenes. Yeah, that won't count. I think
Anyway, now we got the gimmick for this dungeon.
I bet.
Which is the easiest gimmick in the...
a tuning fork. Or a horse.
We haven't seen enough of this.
Oh, it's shit. Either a tuning fork or a horseshoe.
Did another place fall? Or is it...
Yes.
No, someone just kicked a rock.
The tree's instability due to the out-of-control Sephiroth.
No, it's... Apparently, we're just barely making this because this Sephiroth's about to crash.
An earthquake. They remind me we're floating in midair.
What if this was...
And we're kind of in mid-air, so if it crashes while we're in here, we're all gonna die.
What if this just runs on Horton Hears a Who logic, and there's just one really stupid kid shaking a flower all over the place?
That would be cruel.
Yeah, it would be, actually.
And no, I still have not gotten used to the music for the Sephiroth dungeons because it's really repetitive and annoying. It does sound good, I'll give it that, but after you hear it for so long, it's just like, you could have at least changed the frickin' song.
Luke needs to get good.
What did he need to get good? Oh, well, that's because he's taking credit for what Mew is doing again. Shortest Sephiroth. Oh, wait.
Shortest Sephiroth. Oh, never mind.
Damn it!
No.
Should be the shortest one ever, but no.
It's like, no.
Anyway, you can tell you can use a wing bottle in that save point right there because
Here gets close.
it's sparkly. Also, minor lag there. Not my fault.
I didn't notice.
They kind of paused for like a second. I think that, and that wasn't even the recording. I think that wasn't the video either. I think it's like this actual scene, like temporarily pauses for a second to load up this cutscene. That happens sometimes.
Another point for the 3DS version. That never happens.
Well, the 3DS version doesn't need to take as long to load. That is the biggest issue with the PS2 version, is that because the game has so much on one disc, sometimes the load times are kind of ridiculous.
On the plus side, the 3DS version sacrifices stable frame rate for basically basic stability.
Everything
Yeah.
else. Which I think we've referenced every time I've mentioned issues with the load times of the PS2 version, so... Easiest puzzle ever! That's another puzzle that's in, like, every JRPG, like, the lights out puzzle where, like, you hit something and everything around it turns on or off. It seems really complicated, but it's actually the easiest puzzle in the world.
It's the easiest puzzle in the world. Just shake these three.
Well, I mean, because you have a similar puzzle like that in Mario RPG, where you just have to press a button and every button around it gets turned off, and you only have to press 3 of them, and then you win, and then you beat it. It's really easy. Anyway, the concept for this puzzle is you just have to turn off all these switches,
Oh, so hard.
which, whenever there's... I think, well, it's the opposite, because in one of them we had to turn the wind on to get the other things to move, and in this one we have to turn the switches off.
Nah.
So, that's the only difference. Other than that, it's the exact same thing that we did in the last Sephiroth. Also, I messed that up and we weren't supposed to turn those off. Anyways.
Where do we go from here? I don't know. Nor do I care.
We should just talk about it, whatever, because, like I mentioned every time, these dungeons are all basically the same, so there's not much more I can explain about it.
Yeah, there's not much to them.
So, So what's your overall opinion? I mean, we're gonna get into this at the end of the LP2, but at this point, when you got to this point, what was your overall opinion of this game up to now?
Looks a douchebag, and I just don't care. Kind of want to kick him in the face. I'm glad he got his haircut, because now he looks less like a douche.
What was wrong with his long hair?
He looked like a complete tool.
I still can't get over the fact that just hacking off that much of his hair evens it out so easily. Like, what happened to that really long strands of hair that were covering his eyes when he had long hair? Now those are just magically gone because he hacked the back of it off.
What you don't see is too with a really hairy comb.
Like, you can't just hack off that much hair and have it even out that nicely.
He got lucky.
This part tripped me up a little bit because the fork on the far left moves just enough that it turns off the fork all the way at the top of the screen, or in the top middle there. So you have to run all the way back up, and you have to hit one of the top forks to turn the middle fork back on. It's kind of frustrating.
By the way, this isn't relevant, but do you mind if I bring it up anyway?
Oh, go ahead.
I was looking up on Amazon for amiibos. The first one that comes up is Captain Falcon. And
Fuck yeah.
and the first one that comes up is the customer review. Listen to this. I purchased this as a form of home security. After a series of break-ins in my neighborhood, I was forced to look into various forms of protection for my home, and I believe this one is the best. I placed Captain Falcon beside my front door, ever watchful and ever vigilant. Last Friday, I came home to 5 dead thieves in my front yard. The coroner said it was as if they had all been beaten to death with a large, fiery, blunt object. Note: I leveled them up on Smash Bros. First. Level 1 Captain Falcon may not actually detect danger.
Go Falcon. Wait, he's a murderer. Holy crap. Now I fear for my life, because I have a Falcon amiibo. Jesus.
I still laugh at that review, I'm sorry.
That's all good.
Anyways, I avoided most of the fights in this Sephiroth.
I try to avoid as many fights in here as possible.
I don't see you doing
because I don't
that,
want to
but-
waste too much
I
time.
don't see you doing that.
Sometimes I can't really help it, though.
There was one blocking the stairs for me.
Yeah. I could use a holy bottle, but I don't really feel like wasting it.
Oh, I remember now. This is one where you have to use, I believe it was Mew Wings in order to get an optional item.
Yes. Which is right over here, actually. If you don't, it's something that I completely forgot, because when I originally did this, when I first played this game, I didn't get Mew Wings, because I didn't know how to get it.
Yeah.
But if you use Mew Wings right here, you can fly over to that treasure chest over there.
Which is what you're doing right now.
Yep. It does make you have to take a little bit extra time in this dungeon, but it's worth it because you get an Aqua Cape.
Which is for some reason better than the Elfin Cape. Don't ask questions, just go with it.
Once I eventually decide to equip it on somebody anyway.
I equipped it on Luke because he needs the defense buff, like, desperately.
Well, why don't you just give him capacity cores that increase his physical defense? Shit. What the hell, Luke?
I don't know. He's just not paying attention. Red form and do something.
And at this point, I'm trying to avoid as many enemies as possible, because I just want to get this place done.
That monster looked like he belonged in the X-Men.
A lot of these enemies look like they belong in X-Men.
No, I'm sorry. X-Files. Never mind.
Oh, X-Files. That's completely different.
Sorry. My mistake.
Also, I think oh no, I thought I went too far, and then I was like, oh wait, there's a scene here now.
Yep, there is a scene here.
If it decides to load. There we go.
Everything paused.
Now it should respond to Tyr.
And now we're gonna do this again.
Now we should
If this
respond to
happens
Tyr.
again, we should probably check the devices in the area.
Lock every single one with like a giant bolt lock.
There we go.
Oh, it's playing Scrabble.
Good, Van hasn't been... Oh,
My
wait.
brother hasn't been here yet.
Good, Van hasn't been here yet. Also, game, why did you stop for 2 seconds there?
Once again, 3DS version doesn't do that.
It froze, and then it loaded again. It might have to do with the fact that the ground is moving, and then there's also the save point that I can warp out of now. Like, too many things moving around on screen at once, so
Once again,
kind of a minor hiccup there for the PS2.
once again, 3DS version, despite being 30 frames per second, doesn't do this.
I think because it's only 30 frames per second that it doesn't do that. So ironically, having less frames makes it lag less because there's not as many things for it to load.
Basically.
Luke carves the commands into it with his hyper-resonance.
Granted, it probably makes it look choppy as hell.
No.
Force, huh? So what should I do?
If it were stretched out more, it probably would, but since it's condensed down on the small screen.
Yeah.
We should probably set things up to lower
I'm sure if you were... Are you playing it on an XL or a regular 3DS?
XL.
Okay.
I don't think the game was.
I was gonna say, if it was on
I don't
a...
think the game was designed for the XL on mine, though.
The sixth Sephiroth.
I was gonna say, does it
Does
look kind of pixelated and stretched out?
In some places, but again, I don't think the game was designed in mind with the XL in mind.
That's understandable. The same thing happens to me when I'm recording with the Dazzle.
Tree descent. Normal
Because the
speed.
game wasn't made
Then,
the game wasn't designed for widescreen.
Sephiroth
So if I record in widescreen, it kind of looks pixelated.
It looks flat.
If I record in 16, if I record in
Lower the first
full,
Sephiroth
if I don't record in
radiation
widescreen though, then it doesn't look as good.
That orders this
So I'd rather
pulse string
stretch
to
it and make it
activate and lower
slightly
this
more
leg as
pixelated
well.
than just have it look like crap.
We'll inscribe that same
Everything
order
looks
on
like
every
crap.
passage ring in the Outer Lands. Then we'll give the descent command to the radiation gate.
I don't think we've even been to
I
the
see.
radiation gate yet.
And all of the outer lands will
We
descend
haven't
at
been to
once.
either the radiation or the absorption gates yet.
Alright.
Son of a gun.
Now all that's left is the vibration
They've
frequency
referenced
the
both
door.
of them multiple times every time we've been talking.
How
Like,
do we measure it?
this isn't the first time we've heard about them, but
No.
we'll get to them eventually.
Touch the counter to the center phone stone.
I'll do it.
Dibs, dibs,
That's
dibs,
kind of-
dibs, dibs.
It's like, I need to do something.
I want to feel relevant.
Like, you've already made me explain things multiple times. I may as well do this
Is
too.
this all?
There we go.
Yes.
Well, son of a gun. I don't know what I was expecting.
I got all the stuff for nothing.
Apparently, that's how Annis thought too.
I don't know what I was
I'm afraid it
expecting.
wasn't designed for entertainment.
Let's return to Sheridan.
Honestly, I didn't know what to expect when I first did this either. I'm like, okay, what's that gonna do? Is that gonna like make us warp somewhere? And then nothing happens. I'm like, well, okay then.
That fork's making me hungry. It's not even a dinner fork. That's a problem.
Oops.
Yes, because you totally need it, even though there's a save point right outside.
I can always buy 4 more.
I'm just saying,
I've got plenty of
just
money.
saying, the healing save point is right outside. It's like literally 2 screens down.
Eh,
It's 3 screens down. For Pete's sake.
eh.
No, and yourself. You're wasting items.
Not really a waste. I can always buy them back. I've got plenty of money.
You're wasting.
This coming from someone who spends 2 hours grinding for money to make sure he can afford stuff.
I didn't actually grind the money.
Well, you don't need to grind for money anymore if you have the Saphira.
I already have Saphira. I barely use it.
That's my point. You don't need to grind anymore if you have that.
I don't use a Saphira.
You should. It makes getting money a lot faster.
All I had to do was sell my literally all I had to do was sell the what was it?
Demon Seal?
Yeah, all I had to do was sell the Demon Seal in Chesadonia. Got 100,000 instantly.
Yeah, but you can easily. Yeah, but you spend 100,000 on weapons and armor in the next town.
No, not quite true. I only spent 30,000.
Close enough.
I got 100. I got
Anyways.
100,000 for that. 25,000 for the unneeded dolls. Let's see. Sold the other stuff for like a good couple thousand as well. So I got up to like almost 300,000 gold just from selling stuff in Chesadonia that I didn't need.
Ha! Nice.
And that's what I've been using ever since, by the way. Nice little fade out, by the way.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Luke was distracted by a nickel.
No, more by the freaking zombie that's trying to attack me.
Save point. Use the save point to heal yourself.
I'm trying to find it.
Right there.
There it is.
Good boy.
Boom.
Can you catch that butterfly, by the way, or is it just there for the cutscene?
I think it's just there for the cutscene.
And no one will ever know it's here.
It was there specifically to help Guy get over his phobia.
Thank you, random butterfly. You're welcome.
Maybe it's his spirit animal. I don't know. Also, there's a random golem just wandering around out here.
Strutting stuff.
They always do that. I don't know why.
Because they're trying to be manly.
Dang right.
Strutting stuff. Ugh.
Man, it takes forever to walk out of here.
Don't forget the cake.
I'll get the cake, don't worry.
Yeah,
Out of my way, boar.
This is so obvious.
Guy, you wasted TP on a boar. How do you feel about yourself?
Hey, I got 15 gold back.
That's not gonna
Okay.
recover. That's not gonna recover the TP. you
Now,
lost.
after you do the Sephiroth, if you come up here,
Actually, you need to activate the first. Yeah, you need to activate the first time you've done that.
I think I already did
No, you
that
didn't.
scene. I could have sworn I
did.
did.
So you missed out on getting the cake.
No, I get it. I know I do.
You need to activate the first skit on it. That has them remembering the time that they were here the first time, and then after the Sephiroth, you go back up there. Then you get the cakes. Then you get the cake recipe.
I'm pretty sure I get it. I either already got it on another part and we're just not remembering, or I just come back and get it later. Because I'm pretty sure I get it. Which is probably why I'm stopping right now and checking my notes to make sure I didn't forget anything. And I realize I did, which is why I'm turning around.
Yeah.
It's like, I know I forgot something, but what? And where? It's around here somewhere. Out of my way.
Everything wants to kill you, even the wind spirit.
Too easy.
Easy, my foot.
Well, it was easy. I kicked his ass.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You just watched... Well, you didn't see me do it, but clearly there wasn't that much damage on anybody else. Yeah, I'm going back to get the cake now. I'm sure I can get it. I just didn't go up far enough to get it.
There you go.
There we go.
You also get an extra scene before the Sephiroth. If you come up to this area.
Yeah,
Does
that's the problem. I just didn't come up far enough. Oh well, so I don't get an extra cutscene. No big deal.
You don't get anything for it, though.
I think all you get is an extra skit.
Basically. That perfect picnic spot. Monsters combat, they don't seem to come near these flowers.
Yes. This could be a good place to bring a bag lunch and relax. Wait, why would they talk about bag lunches in this universe?
Hey, cake!
Yay, cake! So Tyr knows how to bake. That's interesting.
Man, sir, I need to borrow your bike. Why? Because I'm hungry.
I kind of wish this was voiced because it's really kind of awkward when they're just implying that they're eating right now when they're not really.
I'm sorry. I just think that's funny. That one scene of Billy and Mandy. Sir, I need to borrow your bike so I can eat that scrumptious cake. Why? Because I'm hungry. Just kicks the guy off his bike. Yes! I've cheated death! This is the best day of my life!
Luke.
Ah, jeez.
You okay,
Yeah.
buddy?
Yep, just choked on some cake.
Damn, Luke.
What'd I do?
I can't defend you there. You were being a total prick.
He's like used to.
Oh well, now you can cook cake. I will never cook it because I never think to cook.
What did I do?
Shut up, Eustace. Or Eustace.
Eustace, yeah. Stupid Mew, you made me look bad.
God damn it. Anyways, I'm pretty sure you can...
Ooga booga booga!
Damn it, I knew you were going to say that eventually. Anyways, like Luigi said earlier, I think I could have gotten that before going through the
No.
Sephiroth, I just forgot to.
Nah, you can only get it after.
But... No. Either way, that's there if you want it.
Kind of a random place to put it, though.
Yeah. It's not any... It wouldn't have been any different if they just had, like, a Wonder Chef show up there.
Or just a random book in the middle of nowhere.
Hey, they put him in more awkward spots than that.
One was in Van's office. He really
At least that was on a desk.
loves that egg roll. Egg-roll for world domination.
Dayquil for when that sinus infection just won't go away.
Really? That's kind of a low blow. Still can't get across that bridge.
I wasn't trying to reference you there. I'm sorry for that.
Haha, I'm making the game
something-
lag. I'm making the game lag on purpose.
No, it's not really lagging. It's more just me running into invisible walls.
Yeah.
I want my flight stone, damn it. This is really tedious to fly around like this.
Come and get it, asshole.
God damn it, Dist.
Come at me, bro.
Give it back.
No.
I need it. Keep it, Luke. Oh, fine. We'll go get it.
I'll get my own flight stone. Blackjack. No curse.
Luke, we told you, no more blackjack. Look at all the money you wasted. That was poker. Same thing.
Also, that was Guy.
No, that was you, Luke.
I thought that was Guy. No, Guy got drunk last night. Guy got drunk that night and just went to sleep in the bar.
I thought Jade's the one that hung out in bars.
Excuse me, I hung on the ship waiting on all you guys to get back.
Trying to remember what I'm doing here.
You're trying to actually get on the Sheridan, but for some reason, even though it's a beached area, it won't actually let you onto the Sheridan territory because the Albior can't actually land on Sheridan for literally no reason whatsoever.
Well, the reason is because I don't have the flight stone.
No, it wouldn't let you. It wouldn't let you on there, even with the flight stone. You would not be able to land the Albior in there at all.
Well, you can't land on top of a town. That's always been the case.
No, I'm saying even if you have the flight stone, even if you're in the general area of Sheridan, you would not be able to land on the land at all. Has to be a green area. For some
That's true.
picky reason, it has to be a green area. I don't know why. That's just how they designed it.
It's because Namco wants you to walk to Sheridan. Like, you will park at the port. You will like it.
Just remember, what if they have like a what if they have a little car for the Albior?
They're like, but they didn't have us do that in Zilia when Mila broke her legs. Yeah, they did. Remember, you had to walk everywhere with her because she had broken legs.
And then Jude's in the corner. Who do you think had to carry the entire time?
No one told you. No one told you you had to do it.
Well, I did it anyway because I felt bad.
In fact, Mila told you not to help her because she was being stubborn.
Oh, like he'd listen.
No, Jude wouldn't. He's too much of a goody-goody to not
He
do
wants
that.
that godly D so bad.
It's not that. He's just too nice of a person. God dang it.
He wants it bad, man.
No.
He wants it bad.
No, that's... No, you're thinking of Muse.
No, he wants it bad, not... No, the Muse is just the godly yandere who we not talk about. Ever.
Well, at least she's not a Yandere in Zilia 2 anymore.
Shift the eyes.
She's not.
Unless
Unless you're talking about an alternate universe version of her.
Shift the eyes.
Handle it well enough to use in battle.
Oh, we can talk about spoilers for Zilia 2. That game's been out long enough by now.
Tyr,
It's hinted at the end of her character arc that it's still there, but not as big as it used to be.
No, and she's still... And it's not even Jude. She really, really wants to be with Gaius.
Enough for your
Now, Asuka, on the other hand... Oh.
He still wants that tethering.
Will come from the battlefield. Stay sharp.
That's why I punched him in the face.
Tyr, stop pretending to be Bruce Lee for 2 seconds.
It's thanks
Never
to
s-
instruction, Major.
What? See?
Take this.
Chicho. I'm being racist.
Major.
Like,
what
plus
is this
Jude
pendant?
doesn't want to be Bruce Lee. He wants to be a doctor. That's why he always complains whenever he. That's why his victory quote's always him complaining about having to kill people.
Why you no
This is
doctor
a
yet?
photo of your mother.
Well,
My mother?
actually, by Azalea 2, he is a doctor.
I thought he was a psychiatrist.
If by some chance I should die in
No, he's still a doctor.
open that pendant and look inside.
By his new
It's
look,
it's just by Zillia 2, he spends most of his time researching Spyrex.
Man's vision comes
it's
to
kind
pass.
it's weird because I look at his design in Celia 2. It kind of reminds me of how a psychiatrist would
Thank
look
you.
for some reason.
No, he's got like the doctor's coat and all that.
No matter what.
Thank God he
His hair's not nearly as. His hair's a mess though.
thank God he was not in trauma center. God help him if he was in trauma center.
Well, his character design makes him look like he was from Trauma Center.
God help him if he was in trauma center.
What?
Yeah, if he was actually,
I was.
I don't know, if he was
I
in
just
Trauma Center, he
embarrassed.
probably would have a decent time at it because Spyrex.
I just thought. Well, it wasn't cool to learn from a. From
For not
you.
being cool enough.
What do you mean? It wasn't cool to learn from me?
Well.
Yeah, this seems kind of awkward.
Also, I broke all that shit.
Never mind. It's nothing.
And for not being
Whatever.
cool enough.
I'm really glad you talked. I'm glad I learned.
Anyways.
Thanks.
Someone got offended.
And then you have Luger, who's just Dante.
Someone got offended that you said yes and reported it to the manager.
Should we head back?
Also because I destroyed all their shit.
Right.
God dang it.
And for not being cool enough.
Dang right.
Anyway, we got the Big Sister title, which does absolutely nothing, but hey, it's there.
It's a nice little title. That's basically all you get for doing all of those side quests.
Sometimes strict, sometimes gentle. Those big sisterly eyes watch everything.
Well, clearly. I thought it was a costume title, but
It's
it
not a
wasn't.
costume title. No, you don't get that until Batical again.
Well, I mean, the only costume I have for her right now is her maid outfit.
No, you don't have that. You don't even have that yet.
Well, no, I don't. Spoilers for future parts.
Oh, big shock.
Yeah. We'll see you guys in part 61, where I believe is when I start doing a little bit more side quests, and then we go on. Then we got to go off to the next Sephiroth.
At least I think it's the next Sephiroth. At least it's not that one.
I think so.
It's not that Sephiroth, at least.
Thank God. Although we'd probably be able to kick his ass.